I wonder whether I've got that right. You're a bit quick for me. G4 Hotel Papa Echo. Good evening to you. My name is Steve. Steve is the name, and I'm located just south of Cambridge in the market town of Royston on the Hertfordshire-Cambridgeshire border. Very nice signal. M0JCF. I hope I've got that right. G4 Hotel Papa Echo 5 and 9.
Yeah, Golf 4 Hotel Papa Echo. This is M0JCF. Only running about 15 watts at the moment, Steve. Anyway, the name this end is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm just down in Sidcup in Kent, and I am a WAB member, and I do have a book number, but I wasn't getting involved in the WAB this evening, only because well, I haven't been involved with WAB for quite some months now. It was more of a case, I was just listening to the end of the net. I knew it had come to the end, so I didn't want to interrupt, just in case you had any serious wabbers, as it were. But yeah, we have worked I think quite a few times in the past there, Steve. As I say, the name's Mark, down in Sidcup in Kent, and the locator is Tango Queen 47, and I'm sure you've got that, if not from me, from multiple sources. So the rig I'm using is a Trio Tango Sierra 520 Sierra. I've just got it on a 90-foot long wire, and it's now in my garage. My shack is actually in the loft, and I just make too much noise late in the evening or early in the morning, so I've brought this old radio down into the garage so I can work out in the garage, just for a bit of fun every now and again. As I say, I heard the end of the net. I thought I won't break in now, it's a bit too late to be swapping squares, etc. But you was a cracking signal, 5 and 9 plus 10 plus 20 to me, and I just thought I'd jump in and be a bit cheeky, see if I could get a report from you, and you gave me a 5 and 9, as I say, running about about 15 watts peaks at the moment, and I just need to tune up slightly, but I'm not going to get too involved in that right now. With that long ramble over, back to you there, Steve. G4HPE M0JCF.
Yeah, fantastic, Mark. Fantastic. M0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot G4 Hotel Papa Echo near Cambridge. Well, absolutely working superbly from Sidcup there. Thank you for Tango Quebec 47, and your book number is 22628, but I'm sure you knew that. But I've just had a look in the book, and there you are. Well, it's a real pleasure. I think we have worked before, Mark, but it must have been quite a while ago. So as we can collect WAB squares every month at the moment for the Cycle 25 award, it's a superb pleasure to write to you in the log. I'm really glad you called in, and please don't worry, you can always call in. We're only bantering really, and when the squares come up, everybody shuts up and we run you down the net. So well, I gave you 5 and 9. The truth is you're about 25 dB over 9 with some QSB as an awful lot of lightning static tonight, but it really is perfect copy from you there, Mark. So really excellent to hear you this evening. Tango Lima 34 is the square here, and the book number's quite an old one, 2923. Just four numbers, 2923. So hopefully the copy's holding up, but the station working really nicely and superb audio, Mark. I'm using an Icon 7610 here, open ladder feeder with 75 watts to a doublet at 12.5 meters above the ground. A completely non-resonant chunk of wire. It's about 70 meters end to end. It is symmetrical, but I use a manual tuner to bring it to some sort of match for the radio. M0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot G4 Hotel Papa Echo.
Yeah, G4 Hotel Papa Echo M0JCF returning. Oh, absolutely superb. I mean, you're a stonking signal to me as well. I say 5 5 and 9 plus 10 plus 20. But the other thing is as well is it's holding up compared to the other people that were on the frequency prior to 9 o'clock. Your signal is like consistent all the way, no QSB. And this evening I'm not hearing the lightning that you're hearing, which is quite incredible. Normally 80 meters, 40 meters, when there's storms anywhere in Europe, I normally find that they come crashing in. They sort of seek my antenna out. But as I say, I've got a 90-foot long wire antenna, and they're inherently noisy anyway. So not too sure why I'm not hearing it tonight. As I say, this old radio, it's an old Trio TS520S. It's an old analog hybrid radio. Now, when I was tuning up a little bit further down, not so long ago, it was putting out just over 100 watts. As I say, I've come in to talk to you, and yeah, it's just peaking at about 15 watts. So I'm not too sure if I've nudged the control or anything like that. But I'm really pleased to be making it into Cambridge. I know just a stone's throw away, but of course we're going via the ionosphere, so a couple of 100 miles round trip. But I suppose it also proves the point, that as I keep telling people, don't worry about the 10 watts foundation, 50 watts intermediate. You can do into G all around the UK, no problem, with just 10-15 watts. And as it seems, I haven't got much choice in the matter at the moment. I'm just hoping that one of the valves hasn't cooked itself, which is possible. I mean, these old radios are getting on. Luckily, I've got spares, so I think after we've finished tonight, I'll have a quick tune up and just see if I've maybe knocked the plate current down a bit. It might be the plate current's a bit low, but of course the other thing as well, it's also very rude to tune up right on top of people, especially a network, so I tend not to do that. I always shift at least 10 kilohertz away, give or take, other stations being 10 kilohertz away either side. So yeah, it just caught me by surprise, that all, when I called you and I was looking at the meter and thought, well, that doesn't look right. And it was quite a surprise for you to come back and tell me what a great signal I've got. Just so that you know as well, Steve, I've started videoing my actual QSOs and some of the antenna builds that I do, that sort of thing. Gradually, I'm going to sort of video document everything I do, building of my linear amplifiers, my homebrew transmitters, stuff like that. So I've just taken to videoing everything, and so I've got a YouTube channel. If you just look for M0JCF ham radio, you'll find my YouTube channel, and if you don't mind, I'll put this video up, and if you find it and have a look, you can actually have a listen then and see how well your signal's actually stonking into this radio. You won't get any lies or stories there, old chap. You'll find out how good you sound on this old beast of a radio. So back to you there, G4HPE M0JCF.
Yes, okay, Mark, fine. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, G4 Hotel, Papa Echo, Nick, Cambridge. Well, I don't think you need any more power, really. You must be coming through the drains at me. An absolutely fantastic signal. You think about 25 to 30 dB over 9 there, so I guess the path between us is almost perfect there. Not sure why the radio is putting out a smaller amount of power there. Something obviously needs a slight tweak there, but it certainly doesn't make any difference in terms of you getting to me, Mark. It's absolutely a massive signal there. I'm just enjoying your QRZ page, actually, and what are all those lovely old radios there, which I haven't seen for a while. Absolutely wonderful to see those, including the CBM 272. Good Lord, from SMC. That takes me back a few thousand years. Wonderful. Well, you've obviously got a really interesting station there, Mark, and it's lovely that you came up this evening. But never be shy to call into the Virtual Britain Net. The guys will always welcome you in, and there's always somebody who needs your square. However common you might think it is, there's always somebody who would love to have your square from you. you there. So it's a real pleasure to write you the log. And just at the moment, the Work Tool Britain Cycle 25 Award is running, which means that we can work people every month for new points. And you know what I'm saying, points mean prizes. All right, Mark. Well, I'm just noticing the time. I've overstayed my welcome in the shack slightly, and I think I need to get down to see the station manager. And once it gets completely dark, assuming there's no cloud cover, I'm going to put my head out of the back door and see whether I can see the Perseids meteor shower, because this is the first night of the peak. Even though it runs for about 2 weeks in total, and you can see the meteors without any difficulty, tonight and tomorrow night are particularly high points, which should mean that almost anybody with a naked eye can see an absolutely fantastic display of the meteors. So it's been a huge pleasure to work you this evening, Mark, again, and to write you the log. And I do hope it won't be too long before we can catch up with you again. M0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, G4 Hotel Papa Echo, G0BFJ.
G0PFJ acknowledged. Okay, there, Steve. Okay, well, thanks a lot. Yeah, I quite often watch the Perseids and many other showers, and of course the VHF lot will be out there, won't they? Looking for pings, etc., and high-speed Morse and all of that old nonsense. Unfortunately, I don't get too involved in that. I like to observe. I'm a keen amateur astronomer. I do have a telescope, albeit now only a 6-inch mirror, whereas back in the day I had an 11-inch Meade, which was a big beast of a telescope, but that was in the days, way back in the 1980s. So another story for the future. Yeah, the Work Tool Britain, as I say, I am a book holder, Steve. I don't know the number off the top of my head, and it's actually in the proper shack, as it were. It's up there, and yeah, that old CB that you mentioned, the CBM, yeah, that's actually on 29 megahertz and has also got a 100 kilohertz shift, so it's quite nice. You know, what it was, it basically came from a silent key from the local club, the Cray Valley club that I belong to. Unfortunately, yeah, somebody went silent key. I can't remember his call sign off the top of my head, and it's a bit rude. I should remember, seeing as I bought a big pile of his gear, and one of them was that he was very keen in the 80s in converting radios. I had several CBs that had actually been converted to purely ham. I've yet to use that radio apart from a bit of ground wave. I haven't used it on any sporadic E yet, so I'm looking forward to that, but slowly catching monkey. As you say, I've got lots of old gear there, and I'm just interested in using it. Every single piece generally gets used one way or another. As I say, at the moment, this TS520S is the toy that I'm using the most at the moment. I'm getting great fun reacquainting myself with old analog radios, etc. So without going on and on and on as I tend to do, I will wish you very best 73. Look out for you again, and next time I'll reconfirm my book number with you as well, and see if we can get some more points in your log. I'm going to be a little bit rude now and say I'm really sorry to the other gentleman that called in. I don't remember your call sign. I never wrote it down. I went straight back to Steve. So Steve, if you'd like to bring that person in, I know you're going QRT, but if he wanted to speak to me, or if he just wants a report or anything, I'm willing to hang around just for a second as well. So back to you there, Steve, and thank you again. G4HPE M0JCF to bring in the break station, please.
I certainly will, and fantastic stuff, Mark. Your book number is 22628. 22628. I looked that up in the ready reckoner there that we've got from WAB on the website there. And I forgot to mention, very good on your YouTube channel. And well, I look forward to having a look and see who you've worked there. I'm sure it's all the big DX, the JAs and the ZLs rolling off one after the other. Okay. Well, the station that called you was Brian. He's here at the Bravo Foxtrot unit. in Huddersfield. So, Mark, I will wish you a very good evening, and I'll pass it up to Brian to say good evening to you. The big signal from Sidcup, and I do hope we'll hear you as a regular on the WAB net. Have a very good evening, and I do hope that you see something of the Persits in the next hour or two. Well, there you are, Brian. It's all over to you, mate, and a good evening to you. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. G0BFJ, M0JCF, G4 Hotel Papa Echo is closing down. Over to you, Brian.
Thanks a lot, Steve, and a very good night to you. Catch you there later. And good evening to Mark there, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. My name is Brian, QTH Huddersfield in West Yorkshire. WAB is Sugar Echo 11, and you're 5 and 9, so 10 watts to reach in Huddersfield with no problem at all tonight, over.
Oh, very good evening to you, Brian. And once again, I've got the G0 and I've got the Juliet, but not your full call sign. I'll grab that in short order. Thanks for the 5 and 9 from Sierra Echo 11. You're peaking 5 and 9, Brian, from Huddersfield. You're peaking 5 and 9 into Tango Queen 47. That's Tango Queen 47, 5 and 9. Little bit of QSB on your signal, unlike Steve. Steve was absolutely rock solid, 5 and 9 plus 10 plus 20, no problem whatsoever. But yeah, a little bit of QSB on yours, and you're sort of dropping down every now and again towards sort of 5 and 5, etc. And just towards the noise floor, which not quite a 4, but still, you know, just another half an S point, and it starts to get a little bit difficult with the noise. But I'll hand it back to you, and if I could just, I've got the pen in my hand now, and I'll actually write down your call sign properly, Brian. So G0 question mark Juliet. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Roger, Mark, no problem at all. Golf 0, Bravo, Foxtrot, Juliet. Bravo, Florida, Japan. And there is some USB about now. Just earlier when you came in at the beginning, you were a constant 5 and 9, no problem whatsoever. And the USB is just taking you down a little bit at times now, so the band is changing a little bit, unfortunately. But for goodness sake, don't be frightened to coming onto the net. You'll be always welcome on the net. And I don't know if you're used to the way the nets run, but it's not too bad, and you'll soon get used to it if you've not actually joined before, Mark. So welcome aboard, and don't be too long before you come and join us regularly. We're on most nights on 3760 plus or minus. We're just -1 tonight. And 7160 plus or minus when 40 meters is open. So well worth watching out for there, Mark. And well done with the radio there, and moving into the garage high. I don't have to worry about that. I'm on my own now, so the noise, it's the neighbours that have to worry high, not me. Okay, that's you for the final, Mark, but lovely to meet you for the first time. Take care and stay safe, and hopefully we'll catch you very soon again, over.
Yeah, G0BFJ, M0JCF. Brian, I really appreciate you coming back to me, and thanks for welcoming me in. As I say, I've been a WAB member since I was a 2 Echo 0, and I've had my M0 nearly 2 years now, so I've probably been a WAB member for just over 2 years. But yeah, I was very, very gung-ho right in the beginning, but you know, so, you know, other things get in the way of regular nets. And it was one of those things that just dropped off, and I wasn't really chasing like awards or anything like that. I was just in it for the fun and the camaraderie, as they say. So yeah, I think I'll get back into it now that I can actually come out into the garage and use an alternative radio. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem whatsoever, and I think I'll look forward to that and jump on the odd evening and yeah, just see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I've got quite a few squares meters already. And in fact, what I also do is I operate quite often on 60 meters when I'm in the shack in the loft. And when I'm on 60 meters, I always make sure that I grab somebody's WAB square. As I say, it's only recorded in my green book. Oh, that was something that I could give you actually, because Steve kindly found it for me. I can give you my book number if you'd like it. The book number is 22628. That's 22628, Brian, if you want the book number. But yeah, I've got your square, I've got your report, and very nice to meet you, as you say, for the first time. And maybe we'll have many more times after that. So okay, Brian, I'm going to go close it down now. I'm just going to check this radio and just see if it was something that I've touched that's caused the power to drop to 10 watts. As I say, it's been flawlessly operating between 100 and 130 watts the last couple of weeks. So I think it's probably operator error, because I came off of 40 meters earlier. I was talking to a chap in Denmark, and it's quite possible that it's just user error. That's all it is. I've probably got the plate current a little bit low or something like that. So I'm hoping that it's that, and I haven't cooked a valve or something like that. These old radios, you know, you have to nurse them along, and it might be that I've been a bit heavy-handed. Who can tell? Okay, Brian, very best wishes, and 73, and speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. G0BFJ, M0JCF.
Yes, okay, Martin. Okay on the book number. If you require the book number from me, 2989. An early book, I got that as a shortwave listener, right? I've been several others, but that don't matter. Okay, thanks very much, Mark. Take care. Stay safe. And winter's coming. You need a heater in the garage, right? Over.
Yeah, okay, mate. Yes. it's I've got to get myself a bit more comfortable out here. Up in the loft, I've got like a nice chair to sit in and everything. Out here at the moment, it's just all lashed together. I need to get myself sorted and comfortable. Then I can really enjoy the nets. Brian, very best wishes. Bye bye for now, mate, and thank you again.
Bye-bye.
73, bye-bye. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot will now QSY to check this radio on a spare frequency. Any shortwave listeners that were listening to me, thank you. And if you're a member of one of the Facebook groups, I always appreciate a report there. Bye-bye for now. Okay, didn't quite catch the call sign that time. If you could go again, please. M0JCF listening. Yeah, Golf Bravo 250 Charlie M0JCF. The name is Mark. I'm in Sid Cup in Kent, and the WAB square is Tango Queen 47. And I'll actually give you your report on your next over. I'll take a quick gander at the meter. Back to you. Okay, Nigel, I've got you there in Yorkshire, South Yorkshire. 5 and 9 went in the clear, but a little bit on the muffled side. Not nice and crisp. I'd say, I think actually, maybe Steve was talking to you earlier and was saying a bit too much bass. You seem to be, to me, or maybe it's to this radio, lacking a little bit of treble there. But your signal's fine. 5 and 9 plus, Nigel. But the audio is just a little bit heavy is the way I would describe it. You know, a little bit muffled, a little bit laboured. Not your voice. It's definitely an audio issue. Well, it's not an issue. It's only an issue to me. Back to you there, Nigel. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox, listening for GB250CC.
trying. I'll get there in the end. Well, thanks so much for the contact. Once again, I'd like to see you again on the future. Unfortunately, I think myself, let me know Mark, okay?
Yeah, much appreciated, Nigel. No problem whatsoever. Sorry, can I just take your WAB square again? Your 5 and 9, 5 and 9 plus 10, and coming into Tango Queen 47. I don't think I wrote yours down. Back to you. Yeah, QSL, Sierra Echo 41, and very much appreciated. Another one to tick off in my book there. And I look forward to catching up with you again soon, Nigel. But thank you once again. And as I say, I will shift frequencies now. I just want to make sure that user error is the reason I'm putting out between 10 and 15 watts and not something more serious. So all the very best. Take care and good luck, old man. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox, now QSYing and going clear with GB250CC.
G0BFJ.